winners. All right, Cancer. There's a few Cancer traditions. Yeah, they wanted to come home.
Low miles.
Okay, all right, okay, focus. Cancer is the first water sign, okay? So now we're in water world, and Cancer is ruled by the moon, okay? So there was 3 Cancers that were signed up to come tonight, so I gather they wanted to stay home. Yes, because Cancer rules the home. And it's protective, and it depends on what mood you're in, and the mood has to be right to go to the party, and will we know people? So it needs familiar. It needs familiar. It needs to, you know, it wants good food. See, it's like Taurus. Now there's a similarity, but it's water, and water bases a lot on how they feel.
And their emotions.
Okay.
Actually, here's the Cancer sign here. Now, if you look at these are very Cancerian sorts of situations here. Look, here's a family with little teddy bears. And
Well, that's the old-fashioned, traditional.
Right, and then here's a room with lots and lots of antiques, and that's another thing about Cancer is antiques. It's lots and lots of stuff, but all of it with memories. One of the things a lot of times you'll see with a Cancer, they'll come into a room, and it's a new room, so they're not quite comfortable yet. So they'll put down little piles of stuff in various places in the room, and now they feel more comfortable. And that brings up to another side of Cancer is, as you can almost tell, would you like look at this person here? Would you say he's a bit of a pack rat?
Yes.
That's another thing on Cancer. Because Cancer, oh well, I remember this photo shows me how I felt on June the 15th, 1973. So I have to keep it. I can't throw it out because that's how I felt.
Sentimental. Right.
And
so how do
You've been living with us.
So how does a Cancer purge?
It's very hard.
Right. So tell us. Oh, and also a lot of times Cancers have moon faces. Okay. They don't quite have the moon face, but their eyes are more emotional. If you look at their eyes, you see how they're way more emotional than any of the signs.
Yes.
But they're both luminescent.
Yes. And it's moon. It's lunar. So and a lot of them have blue eyes. Or if you saw in the picture like Tom Cruise, you know how it's the low forehead, like when the eyes are deep set and they're furrowed underneath. That's a Cancer too.
And
they're
Harrison
brown
Ford
eyes.
is a little bit of that too. And Tom Hanks does too. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a similar, because there's a caution to Cancer. It's like, well, I'm going to put on my Cancerian crab garb because I don't know you, but once I know you, you're family.
Right.
Okay?
So Cancers, a lot of times in social situations, don't talk very much because they don't know people. But in a social situation like, say, a poker game or something where they meet every week, they meet every week for the last 15 years, they'll talk a lot because now they're with people they know.
Isn't it true that they would rather have people come to their home so they can
Absolutely.
do the nurturing? Come to my home. My home is the place
it's
where
familiar.
I give. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Because Cancer is mom, is dad, it's taking care of its family. It's like very protective of family. It's like this is our little nest.
Carla's daughter, we said, want to come here? She wants to know who's there. She didn't know anyone.
What do they do, Wendy? I think, I feel,
No, it's feel.
I feel. I feel.
Feel. So you're
Sensitive, aren't they sensitive?
very sensitive. So what happens is that's where the shell could come up.
Right.
And it could be hard because it's sort of like they don't want to show the sensitivity. So that's one side to the Cancer. But they want to connect.
They nurture.
They want to, and they want to be nurtured.
Yes.
They want to be nurtured.
can be very moody, go into their
Right, so that's why they have to pay attention to how they feel. But if you think of it, it's like a lot of times if you have a client, say, that's a Cancer, they may not say anything. And they're sitting there. Because they're absorbing and they're taking in, and then you find out later, oh, it was great for them. But they didn't have time to process. So that's the whole thing with cancer.
You
they have
can't
to
read them
process.
real well.
Yeah, they have to process.
Yeah.
So that's how it is. Okay. So why did you tell us how it is?
To be cancer.
Yes.
Oh, my. I know about the show. I put it up when I'm a little bit afraid. I hate going places where you know anybody. There were a few people I knew here tonight. The rest of you are growing on me. I'm the mom. I have 7 children.
Wow.
And that wasn't enough. Then we adopted one from Africa. And he is the best of all of my children. He always remembers me. He calls first. He sends the cards first. He's just, it was worth it.
What's your favorite soap opera?
Oh, my children.